afternoon and welcome to Festmeyer Field, home of the Union University Lady Bulldogs. This is going to be game one between Union and the Lady Flames of Lee University. My name is Grace White. I'll be doing play-by-play for y'all today. This is going to be a good series, folks, as both teams are vying for a spot in the GSC tournament coming up in a couple of weeks. The Lady Flames are 9-12 currently in the GSC, sitting in the 9 spot. Just out of playoff contention currently, but you know, a few games here and there will change that quick. The Lady Bulldogs are sitting in 7th place and with an 11-10 record in the GSC so far. In the circle here in game one for the Lady Bulldogs is Lainey Baker. She has a 2.33 ERA, 8-7 record so far, 10 complete games, 141 strikeouts, the most of any of the pitchers on the Lady Bulldogs staff. She has a 207 batting average against. She'll be looking to utilize that to her advantage here in game one. Leading off for Lee is going to be Alexis Scalzo. Scalzo is an infielder, junior infielder from Winter Garden, Florida, graduate of West Orange High School. She's going to get things started here in the top of the first in game one of this 3-game series between Union and Lee. Comes a pitch from Baker. Shows bunt, pulls back, but it's going to be a called strike anyway, so 0-1 the count. In the infield for the Lady Bulldogs, behind the plate is Courtney Marler. At third, Sarah Kate Thompson. Shortstop, Macy Neal. Second base, Briley Carneal. And at first base, Zoe Neal. Ball outside. Looking like she might be going to try a push bunt here. On the right side of the plate. High there for ball 2, 2-1. From left to right in the outfield, the Lady Bulldogs, Cameron Langley, Morgan Jennings, and Mackenzie David. Wind is blowing out here at Festmeyer Field today. It's going to be a foul ball off Scalzo. Lainey Baker's a transfer from Samford University. She's from Cartersville, Georgia, a sophomore this season for Lady Bulldogs. And she went around, so that is strikeout number 1 of the afternoon for Baker. Her 142nd strikeout of the season. Been very effective in the circle for Union. Now at the plate for Lee, Haley Simcoe. She is a freshman this season from Elizabeth, Colorado. Hitting in the 2-hole. Offers at that pitch, 0-1. Like I said earlier, this is a big series for both teams. They're both vying for playoff contention. It's going to be a foul. I believe that Simcoe's saying it hit her, but not according to home plate umpire Jeremy Carter. So Simcoe's down 0-2 to Lainey Baker. High out of the zone there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. First base umpire today is David Whitman. Over at third, Michael Loden. Like I said before, behind the plate, Jeremy Carter. They will alternate as the series goes on. And that'll be 2 outs, 2 strikeouts for Lainey Baker here in the top of the first. Off to a good start so far for the Lady Bulldogs. That'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, Javaria Smith. Smith is a junior from Bakewell, Tennessee, graduate of Soddy Daisy High School. Takes that high for ball 1. Lady Flames looking to get their first base runner of the game here with 2 outs. It'll be a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Evens the count at 1. Did she go? No, she did not. So 2-1 the count. Morgan Jennings out in center, shifted more towards left. Looks like they may be working. They are working outside on the lefty Smith. It's gonna be a called strike. So evens the count at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the first. It's going to be foul out of play over the third base dugout. See if Laney Baker can retire Smith here for a 3-up, 3-down inning. It's going to be a ball out. So full count now. Smith making Baker work here in her third batter of the inning. It's gonna be another foul ball. Back over the stands on the third base side. It's a beautiful day here at Fesmeyer Field. Sun is shining after all the rain we got this week, but with the tarp and everything, able to get the field in pristine conditions here for game 1. It's going to be high to left field. Cameron Langley's under it, and she hauls it in for the 3rd out of the inning. So 3-up, 3-down for Baker and the Lady Bulldogs here in the top of the first. We'll be back with you shortly as we head to the bottom of the first, where the Lady Bulldogs will look to strike first.
Are you looking for a Christian college or are starting the college search process? I want to take a second to tell you about my school, Union University in Jackson, Tennessee. Union is a private 4-year university known for its rigorous academics, Christ-centered community, and the success of its graduates. My favorite part about Union is the faculty. The professors here are so intentional about helping students grow not only academically, but also spiritually. You should check out Union for yourself. Come for a visit. I know you'll love it. At Union University, you'll be transformed.
Welcome back to Fesmeyer Field. We're in the bottom of the first here in game 1 between the Lady Flames of Lee University and the Lady Bulldogs of Union University. In the circle for Lee is Olivia Tyson. She is 9-10 this season with a 6.21 ERA, 64 strikeouts, and a .356 batting average against. The leadoff Morgan Jennings for Union will look to take advantage of that here in her first at-bat of the game. Jennings is hitting .305 this season for the Lady Bulldogs, 40 hits, 3 doubles, 3 triples, 1 home run, 12 RBIs. Getting on base 34.1% of the time. Takes that for a ball. So 1-0. Fights that one off for a foul down the left side. Looked like she got jammed up a little bit there by Tyson's pitch. Takes that for another ball, so 2-1 the count. Comes the 2-1 pitch from Tyson. Ground ball to the shortstop, fires across, and Jennings will be safe. Since we had base hit for Jennings to lead off the Union half of the first. Good start here for the Lady Bulldogs. That'll bring up shortstop Macy Neal to the plate. Neal is leading the Bulldogs in batting average. She's hitting .414 so far this season. 55 hits, 11 doubles, 3 triples, 8 home runs, 40 RBIs, most on the team. Getting on base 45.2% of the time. Now would be a great time to add to those numbers here. No outs and a runner on first. Shows bunt, pulls back, but that's going to be a ball off the plate. Jennings is staying at first. Third base for Lee, Allison Jarvie. At shortstop, Alexis Scalzo. At second base, Lainey Harris. And at first base, Riley Goodridge.
They timed him. Coach Rush had this morning, he was in there, was talking. They timed all the speeds. His was 10. He said they knew that.
So we have a strike on Neal.
We'll get out of there in 10 minutes with Joe. He'll take it. But he did a good job. It was very good. He mentioned a lot of people.
Ball high, Jennings is going, and she's going to be safe. I'm not sure what the catcher Ashley Fields was looking at there, but Jennings was able to take advantage and swipe that base. So runner in scoring position now for Macy Neal, who has a 2-1 count against Olivia Tyson.
It's really old. I'm hoping they update it. They're trying to, but they're taking forever.
It's going to be another ball. Looks like Lee is working outside on the power hitter Macy Neal. I don't blame him. I don't know if I'd put one in her wheelhouse right here either. 3-1 the count. Fouls that one off, hits the field house. Neal wants to hit here, help her team out. So they can strike first, hopefully here in the bottom of the first. Full count now. Here comes the pitch from Tyson. Another foul ball. Jam, but able to fight that one off. Get another one. That's what you want to do in a count like this. Fight off the pitcher's pitches. Get one you can handle. Macy Neal, veteran on this squad, knows that very well. Another foul ball. Hits the field house. Neal is a senior this year from Dyer, Tennessee. She transferred to Union from the University of Tennessee at Martin. So this is her third season with the Lady Bulldogs. Catcher Courtney Marler waiting on deck. Comes the 3-2 pitch. And a base hit up the middle. Jennings is coming home. The throw is not going to be in time, and Jennings will score easily. And Macy Neal advances to second on the throw, so that'll be an RBI. And the Lady Bulldogs do indeed strike first here. 1-0. 2 at-bats, 2 hits, 1 run. It's a good start here in game 1 and this series. That brings up the catcher Courtney Marler to the plate. She's a sophomore from Olive Branch, Mississippi, a graduate of Olive Branch High School. Marler is second on the list of batting average for the Lady Bulldogs, hitting .375 this season, 45 hits, 9 doubles, 3 home runs, 25 RBIs. Getting on base just a smidgen more than Macy Neal, 45.3% of the time. Takes that one for a ball inside. 1-0. So there's no outs here in the bottom of the first. Macy Neal is on second after trading places with Morgan Jennings. Good chance here for Marler. Shows bunt pulls back. Catcher loses the ball, so Macy Neal will get into third easily, standing up. So at the very least, Marlar will want to put something in play that will be deep enough to score Macy here. 2-0 to the Union catcher. She fists that one to second. Macy Neal thought about going to the plate, but thought better of it. So Marlar will be out at first. So that's the first out of the half inning. And Zoe Neal coming to the plate, the first baseman this afternoon for the Lady Bulldogs. Zoe and Macy are sisters. Zoe is a junior this season. She is hitting .308 with 36 hits, 10 doubles, 8 home runs. Both she and Macy are tied with 8 home runs. 35 RBIs for the Union first baseman. Takes that one high from Olivia Tyson, so 1-0. See if Zoe can score Macy here. And that hits her. So that'll be a free base for Zoe Neal. Runners on the corners now for the Lady Bulldogs with 1 out. And fifth-year senior Mackenzie David coming to the plate. David is the right fielder for Union. Hitting .252 this season. Has 5 home runs. Third most after Macy and Zoe, 17 RBIs. Getting on base 31% of the time. From Scott, Louisiana. She'll take that one for a called strike on the inside part of the plate. It's the sign from third base coach Brian Wallen. Fouls that one back. So 0-2 the count quickly to David. Still only 1 out as Union did score first after back-to-back hits from Morgan Jennings and Macy Neal. Takes that one outside for ball 1. Tyson trying to get her to chase on that one. David was patient. So she'll get another pitch here, 1-2. Takes that one high for ball 2, evens the count. Designated player Brooke Puckett is on deck. And a line drive straight at the second baseman, fires across. Macy Neal able to dive back in safely. Hard hit there by David, just right at the second baseman, Lainey Harris. So 2 outs now in the bottom of the first, and Brooke Puckett coming to the plate.
Now number 7, Brooke Puckett.
Puckett's hitting .230 this season. Has 4 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run so far. Comes out hacking in this at bat, and she fouls that one off. Here comes the pitch. Another foul. Puckett all over it here. Be nice if the Lady Bulldogs could score another one here with 2 outs. See what Puckett does with this 0-2 pitch from Tyson. It's going to be a base hit into left field. That'll score Macy Neal easily. Zoe Neal moves up to second base, and Brooke Puckett is standing on first with a RBI single with 2 outs. Nice Piece of hitting there by Puckett after fouling off 2 pitches and being down in the count. That'll bring up the freshman Cameron Langley playing left field today for Union. Langley has 13 hits on the season, 2 extra base hits. Another one will be nice here with 2 outs. Langley made the 3rd out of the top of the 1st, catching the fly ball in left field. He's done a good job holding left field down for the Lady Bulldogs this season. Takes that for a called strike, evens the count at 1. So 2 runners on for Union, 2 outs, and the 7-hole hitter Cameron Langley at the plate. Second baseman Briley Carneal waits on deck, should she get the opportunity this inning. It's going to be a foul ball. Looks like it probably hit off the knob of Langley's bat there. She's down 1-2. Comes the 1-2 pitch from Tyson. Swing and a miss, so that'll be a strikeout of Cameron Langley, but the Lady Bulldogs did indeed strike first as they scored 2 runs on 3 hits. That'll take us to the top of the 2nd where Lee will try to get even, and Laney Baker back in the circle to shut him down. We'll be back with you shortly.
Whatever they went through together.
Welcome, guys.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
When you hear our name, know that it comes with a promise to give back to the community that built us. A promise to provide a human touch in a world that is becoming more automated. Ever since we put our roots down in Jackson in 1996, we have aspired to be community-focused by supporting programs and organizations that are important to our city. At First Bank, it is our mission to be present in our community and to continue the belief that when you bank local, you get more. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Festmeyer Field. We're on the top of the 2nd here in Game 1 between the Lady Flames of Lee University and the Lady Bulldogs of Union University. Big series here between these 2 teams as they are looking to make the GSC tournament coming up the first week of May. Laney Baker back in the circle for Union. Comes the pitch to the cleanup hitter Riley Goodridge playing first base for Lee this afternoon. It'll be a ball high, so 1-1 the count. Laney Baker got a 3-up, 3-down inning in the top of the 1st. Hopefully she can do that here. Keep working efficiently. She has 2 strikeouts, and she hits Goodridge, so that'll be Lee's first base runner of the game. If you're just now joining us, Union scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 1st off of 3 hits. A leadoff single from Morgan Jennings, and then a base hit from Macy Neal that scored Jennings. And a few batters later, Brooke Puckett scored Neal on a base hit of her own. So that's where we are here. Now on the top of the 2nd, Goodridge for Lee on first. Lainey Harris at the plate for Lee now. She's a second baseman. She caught a hard line drive off the bat of Mackenzie David in the bottom of the 1st to prevent more runs from being scored. 0-2 now to Harris. Harris is a senior from Cleveland, Tennessee, graduate of Walker Valley High School. And swings and misses at that pitch from Laney Baker. Baker's third strikeout of the afternoon. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. The top of the second.
Batting now number 12, Annalyn Ormsby.
Annalyn Ormsby, the center fielder for Lee, up at the plate now. She is one of only 2 lefties in the Lee lineup this afternoon. The other being Javaria Smith, who we saw in the top of the first. She flew out to Cameron Langley. Ormsby is a senior as well. She's from Woodstock, Georgia, graduate of the King's Academy. 0-1 the count here. Pitch from Baker. It's going to be a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Baker is filling the zone with strikes. Infield in for Union with a slapper Ormsby at the plate. It's going to be a ball low, so 1-2. It's a 1-2 pitch. Foul straight back. Wind looks to be blowing across the field now. The flag is from blowing, it's going to be like right to left. Swing and a miss, 4 strikeout for Laney Baker, and that'll do it for Ormsby. 2 outs now. And third baseman Allison Jarvie coming to the plate. Jarvie's a freshman this season from Dalton, Georgia, graduate of Northwest Whitfield High School. And that's going to be line foul down the left field line. Very close to being a base hit for Jarvie. Jarvie's hitting .275 this season, has 11 hits, 1 double, 3 home runs, 14 RBIs. Getting on base over 40% of the time for the Lady Flames. She's down 0-2 to Laney Baker. It's going to be a pop-up in the infield. Second baseman Briley Carneal calls it and hauls that in for the third out. So that'll do it for the Lady Flames as they leave 1 runner stranded after that hit by pitch. We'll be headed to the bottom of the second as Union looks to add to their lead. We'll be back with you shortly.
Your life, your home,
your business,
your future.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank strives to serve its clients in every season of life. With vast experience in personal and business banking, we take pride in guiding you through significant events. At West Tennessee Bank, we help you realize your dreams.
West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Whatever they went through together.
Welcome, guys.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
Welcome back to Festmeyer Field, home of the Lady Bulldogs of Union University. We're in the bottom of the second here in Game 1 of this 3-game set between the Lady Flames of Lee University and the Lady Bulldogs. If you're just now joining us, Union is ahead 2-0 after scoring 2 in the home half of the first. Second baseman Briley Carneal is coming to the plate for Union. Still on the circle for Lee is Olivia Tyson. Carneal is hitting .280 for the Lady Bulldogs with 26 hits, 4 doubles, 3 RBIs, getting on base over 32% of the time. Fouls that one off, hits the third base dugout. Carneal has a speedy slapper. She'll be looking to get on base here with Sarah Kate Thompson on deck, and then the top of the Union lineup to follow. So 0-1 here. Takes that for a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Quickly 0-2. Lady Bulldogs are coming off a weekend where they got swept by the University of West Florida, so they'll be looking to get a sweep of their own this weekend against Lee. This is a big series for both schools, as it could go a long way in determining who makes the GSC tournament in the first week of May. Can't believe we're already in April. Seems like just yesterday it was January 1st. This year's moving quite along. Over halfway done with this season. Only 2 weekends left of GSC play after this one. The Lady Bulldogs will play Montevallo at home next weekend, and then University of Alabama at Huntsville on the road the following weekend. 1-2 the count to Briley Carneal. Fouls that off to stay in this at bat against Olivia Tyson. This is a part of the season that can be very difficult to power through, as bodies are sore and tired, but the grind never stops if you're a college athlete. So this is the part where you dig deep and trust yourself and your teammates that the work you've been putting in is enough to get you to that next step, which for these two teams would be the GSC tournament. No regrets. That's what you want if you're on the field now. 1-2 the count to Briley Carneal. Off-speed pitch in the dirt. Carneal lays off. 2-2. From left to right in the outfield for Lee, Shelby Cole, Annalyn Ormsby, and Javaria Smith. Shadows are creeping in right field. And off the glove of the third baseman, Allison Jarvie, but they're calling it foul. Hard line drive off the bat of Carneal there, but just couldn't quite keep it fair. And looks like head coach Sydney Sterner might ask the home plate umpire about that call, but no arguments made. So Carneal will come back to the plate with a 2-2 count. Quality at bat here from Carneal. And another ball, so full count now. Carneal having a great at bat here in this bottom of the second inning. Another foul ball. Carneal sealed the ball very well out of the hand of Tyson. Third baseman Sarah Kate Thompson waiting on deck. Full count now. The pitch from Tyson on the way. Ground ball, gloved by the first baseman who tags Carneal on her way by. So great at bat by Carneal, just couldn't quite get it past the first baseman. So that'll be the first out of the inning, bringing Sarah Kate Thompson to the plate. Thompson is a junior from Myrtle, Mississippi. She graduated from Myrtle High School, went to Itawamba Community College for 2 years before transferring to Union for this year. She is third in the Union list for batting average, hitting .337. Pokes that one foul. If it had been fair, I believe she'd have been safe. Thompson has 34 hits this season, 9 RBIs, has scored 24 runs. Gets on base 38% of the time. She gets on, and then the top of the order drives her in. The 1-1 the count. Takes that one for a called strike on the outside part of the plate as Tyson is pitching these Union lefties outside so far today. There are 4 lefties in the Union lineup all in a row, technically, if you start with Carneal and in the 8th spot. So Carneal, Thompson, Jennings, and Neal are all lefties. And that'll be a strikeout of Thompson. So 2 down now, and Morgan Jennings come to the plate. Jennings got a base hit her first time up and came around to score the first Union run. High for ball 1. Lady Bulldogs are wearing my favorite uniform that we wore whenever I played. I'm a fan of the charcoal jerseys, black pants, and the black charcoal and red stirrups. Love that uniform. Lady Flames in the maroon this afternoon, white pants. So 3-0 the count now to the Union center fielder, Morgan Jennings. And a 4-pitch walk with 2 outs, and that'll bring Macy Neal to the plate, who also had a hit in her first at bat to score Jennings. Gonna get the sign from Brian Wallen at third base. Head coach Sydney Sterner's coaching first base for Union. Comes the pitch. And another ball outside. So 5 straight balls for Tyson after recording the first 2 outs of the bottom of the second. And that is another ball. Shows bunt, pulls back, ball gets away from the catcher, and Jennings will take second. So runner in scoring position now with 2 outs for Macy Neal. And Lee's head coach, Emily Russell, gonna take a mound visit here with her starter, Olivia Tyson. Russell's in her 22nd season with the Lee Lady Flames. Coach Sterner for Union in her 2nd season as head coach, 3rd overall. She was the pitching coach for Union my junior year when I was here. Got to play for her last season. Made the tournament both years that I played under her. Assistant coach Brian Wallen over at third base is in his first season with the Lady Bulldogs. And then, of course, Mr. John Means is the volunteer assistant for the Lady Bulldogs. Shout out Mr. John. He'll do anything and everything to help this program. Love him. Looks like there may be an injury potentially with the Lee catcher Ashley Fields as Union trainer Alex Aiden in the circle checking her out. And I believe there will be a swap. So, looks like number 16, Bella Galloway, is going to check in to catch for the Lady Flames. She will take over the 8th spot in the lineup for Ashley Fields. She'll get a chance to catch some pitches from Tyson before we resume play. So here we go after the break there. So 2-0 the count to Macy Neal. Olivia Tyson still in the circle, but we did have a catching change. So Bella Galloway, a junior this season, is going to take over behind the plate. And another ball, so 7 straight balls for Tyson after retiring the first 2 in this half of the inning. Galloway is from Smyrna, Georgia. Transfer from Kennesaw State University. Shows bunt, pulls back, and it's going to be ball 4. So 2 walks in a row for Tyson brings the 3-hole hitter catcher Courtney Marler to the plate. Marler is 0 for 1 so far in this game, but a big spot for her here with a chance to drive in a couple of runs, add to the Union lead.
Batting now number 4, Courtney Marler.
Comes the pitch. And another ball, so 9 straight balls. Gotta be a tough spot for Tyson here. Just trying to find that zone again. And there she goes, breaks the streak, so she found the zone there. 1-1 the count to Marler. And foul back over the first base side stands. 1-2 to the 3-hole hitter Courtney Marler. Playing a big role this season for the Lady Bulldogs in her sophomore season. Holding down that 3-hole spot very well. It's the catcher from Olive Branch, Mississippi, fouls that one off. No matter what's happening, you'll always see Courtney with a smile on her face. One of those people that just can make your day brighter. Gives it everything she's got on the field every day. As do all these Lady Bulldogs. Joy, fun group to be around. So after another foul back, it's 1-2 still the count. And we'll do the 1-2 count again here. It's going to be a pop-up on the edge of the infield, hauled in by the Lee shortstop, so that'll do it. After 2 back-to-back walks, leave them stranded here, and it's still 2-0 Union, headed to the top of the 3rd. Be back with you shortly.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Legends never die, but your AC unit might. Routine maintenance and repair by McCoy's Heating and Air now will keep your system running at full capacity and potentially avoid costlier repairs and downtime when you need your AC the most. Our York certified and trained technicians are the best in the game. Go home to comfort with spring maintenance from McCoy's Heating and Air.
Welcome back to Fessmeyer Field. We're in the top of the third here in game one between Union and Lee. At the plate for Lee, this to lead off the top of the third is going to be Bella Galloway. Well, take that back. She'll turn around. Let's see what. No, it is Bella Galloway. She checked in the bottom of the second to take over for Ashley Fields, who looked to have an injury. She flies that one to shallow right field. Mackenzie David under it hauls that one in, so that's the first out of the inning. As Lanny Baker still in the circle for the Lady Bulldogs. She's being very efficient so far for the Lady Bulldogs, and that'll bring the left fielder Shelby Cole to the plate. Cole is a senior from Ringgold, Georgia, graduate of Ringgold High School. Takes that one for a strike on the inside part of the plate. Shows bunt, but doesn't offer at it, so that'll be a ball. Evens the count at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Baker gets the sign from head coach Sydney Sterner. That'll be a ball outside, 2-1. And a called strike evens the count at 2. And a ball high, so that's a full count now. Only base runner Lanny Baker has allowed so far was a hit by pitch in the second inning. She hit the first baseman Riley Goodridge to lead off that inning. And a swing and a miss there, so another strikeout for Lanny Baker. 2 outs now. And that'll bring up the leadoff shortstop Alexis Scalzo, who struck out in her first plate appearance.
Batting down number 17, Lexi Scalzo.
Five strikeouts on the afternoon for Baker. She wasn't able to get Scalzo to offer at that one. 1-0 the count. Called strike, evens the count at 1. Got a decent crowd for this game one, as some of the parents are sitting in the grass beyond the outfield, soaking in the sun. It's been a nice day here in Jackson, Tennessee. The wind is blowing a little bit, but the sun has been out after a week full of rain and clouds, so happy about that. 2-1 the count here to Scalzo. Ground ball fielded by the third baseman Thompson, fires across to Zoe Neal at first base to get the third out of the inning. So another 3-up, 3-down inning for Baker, and that'll take us to the bottom of the third, where Union will look to add to their lead.
the award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 750,000 views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,500 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, Sacred Heart, and Peabody. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Welcome back to Festmeyer Field. Zoe Neal getting ready to step in the box here in the home half of the third inning. If you're just now joining us, Union is ahead 2-0 after scoring 2 runs on 3 hits in the bottom of the first. That is the only runs and hits that have happened so far since. Zoe got hit in her first at bat. Takes that one for a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Olivia Tyson still in the circle for Lady Flames. High pitch there. 1-1. Tyson has 2 strikeouts so far in this game. Hard foul ball there into the netting in front of the first base bleachers. Zoe Neal has some serious pop in that bat. Her and her sister both tied with 8 home runs for the Union lead in that category. Friendly rivalry there between those two. Seeing who will get the most by the end of the year. Takes that one inside for a ball. So 2-2 the count to the Union first baseman. Swing and a miss, and that'll be a strikeout. Tyson's third of the afternoon, and that'll bring fifth-year senior Mackenzie David to the plate, who is 0 for 1 in her first at-bat, but it was, the numbers don't do it justice. It was a hard line drive, gloved by the second baseman. Sometimes that happens. You'll get a hit on a bloop, and then they'll rob you whenever you hit one hard, so the averages always balance out. And that's going to be a pop-up glove by the shortstop Scalzo on that first pitch. So 2 away quickly here in the home half of the third. Brooke Puckett come to the plate, the designated player for Union. She is 1 for 1. Had an RBI single in her first at-bat with 2 outs to drive in the second Union run of the game. Big at-bat there by the junior. Want to know the count to Puckett. And a fly ball right at the left fielder, who able to glove that for the third out. So 3 up, 3 down for Tyson and the Lady Flames. That'll take us to the top of the fourth here in game 1 of this series. We'll be back with you shortly.
Whatever they went through together.
Welcome, guys.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
When you hear our name, know that it comes with a promise to give back to the community that built us, a promise to provide a human touch in a world that is becoming more automated. Ever since we put our roots down in Jackson in 1996, we have aspired to be community-focused by supporting programs and organizations that are important to our city. At First Bank, it is our mission to be present in our community and to continue the belief that when you bank local, you get more. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Fessmeyer Field. We're in the top of the fourth here in this game one between the Lady Bulldogs and the Lady Flames. Lenny Baker back in the circle for Union. It's going to be a ball to Haley Simcoe in her second at bat of this game. She struck out in her first plate appearance. One of Baker's 5 strikeouts so far in this game. It's going to be another ball, 2-0. Coming into this game, Simcoe is hitting .301 with 34 hits, 10 doubles, 1 triple, 4 home runs, 23 RBIs, getting on base 37.4% of the time. Two and one the count here. Looked like Simcoe thought about offering it that one. And first base umpire David Whitman said she did not go, so 3-1 the count. It's going to be high and right in between the third baseman Sarah Kate Thompson, shortstop Macy Neal, and left fielder Cameron Langley, as none of them were able to haul that one in. So Simcoe will get another chance here with a full count here in the top of the fourth inning. It's going to be another high pop-up, this time on the right side of the field, gloved by the first baseman Zoe Neal. Those high pop-ups with the wind blowing are no joke. But haul that one in for out number 1 and bring up the 3-hole hitter Javaria Smith, who is 0 for 1. She flied out to left in her first at bat. Called strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Lenny Baker not afraid to throw it in the strike zone. Gets that one past Smith. And another swing and a miss. That'll be the 6th strikeout of the game for Lenny Baker, who has only allowed 1 base runner, and that came in the top of the second when she hit Riley Goodridge, who is coming to the plate now. Going to retire her for another 3-up, 3-down inning. See what happens as Goodridge digs in. Ball on the outside part of the plate. 1-0. Another ball. Baker working away from the first baseman Goodridge. It's going to be a called strike, so 2-1 the count. She moved from the outside to the inside on that pitch. Fires it inside again. Goodrich fouls it off, so 2-2 the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. In the Lee half of the 4th inning. In game 1 of this GSC matchup. And another high fly ball. Will it stay in play? No, it won't. Hits the bleachers just beyond the field of play. So we'll do it again, 2-2 to Goodrich. Ball high and out, full count now. Another foul back behind the press box. So we'll do it again, full count. And called strike 3. 7th strikeout of the game for Laney Baker. Another 3-up, 3-down inning for the Lady Bulldogs. And that'll take us to the bottom of the 4th. 2-0 Union. We'll be back with you shortly.
Your life. Your home.
Your business.
Your future.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank strives to serve its clients in every season of life. With vast experience in personal and business banking, we take pride in guiding you through significant events. At West Tennessee Bank, we help you realize your dreams.
West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Whatever they went through together.
Welcome, guys.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
Welcome back to Festmeyer Field. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Union is ahead 2-0 here in game 1 of this 3-game set between Union and Lee. Freshman left fielder Cameron Langley stepping to the plate here. She struck out in her first at bat. Will look to lead things off with at least a base runner. Hopefully get a hit here. Ground ball to the second baseman. Fires across for out number 1. Hit that one hard, just right at the second baseman, Lainey Harris. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Olivia Tyson, who's back in the circle for Lee. And Briley Cornell, Union second baseman, comes to the plate. She had a really good at-bat, her first at-bat, as she fouled off a bunch of pitches, but wasn't able to get on. So even though the stats show for 1, she still had a really solid at-bat. Foul ball there down the left side, so 0-1 to Briley Cornell. And an off-speed pitch there for a ball that Cornell laid off of. 1-1 the count. Some action over in the Union bullpen. Looks to be Addison Abel. Probably just getting warm in case things go south. Hopefully they don't, as Laney Baker's pitching a very solid game today. Cornell fouls that one off. Hits the field house. 1-2. Another foul ball gets out of play, caught by the bullpen catcher Sophie Mislevy. Nice play down there in the Union bullpen. That wind is blowing, blew that one out of play. It definitely, if the wind hadn't been blowing, would have stayed in play on the in foul territory. But nice play nonetheless by Sophie Mislevy. Shout out. Comes the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off again. Cornell making Tyson work in her at-bats today. Nice job by the Union second baseman. Change up, grounded to the shortstop, who is able to fire it across and just get Cornell by about a step maybe. 2 outs now, and the third baseman Sarah Kate Thompson come to the plate. Thompson struck out her first at bat. See if she can get on with the top of the order coming up.
Batting now, number 8, Sarah Kate Thompson.
After the 2 runs and 3 hits in the home half of the first, there hasn't been much else doing for the offense of either team so far. Thompson takes that for a called strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-1 the count. Pitcher's duel after that first inning. And swing and a miss. 0-2. Ball outside. 1-2 the count now. Another ball, evens the count at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Comes the 2-2 pitch. Change up, pop to the third baseman, and that'll do it for Union. 3 up, 3 down for Olivia Tyson and the Lady Flames. That'll take us to the 5th inning. Union ahead, 2-0.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 750,000 views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,500 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, Sacred Heart, and Peabody. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Welcome back to Festmeyer Field. It's the 5th inning in Game 1 of this 3-game series between Union University and Lee University. Laney Baker still in the circle for the Lady Bulldogs. She has 7 strikeouts and has allowed only 1 base runner so far, a hit by pitch in the 2nd inning. Laney Harris, the Lee second baseman, coming to the plate. She struck out in her first at bat. Fouls that one off. Coming out swinging here her second at bat facing Union ace Laney Baker. And a called strike on that off-speed pitch from Baker. 0-2 quickly to Laney Harris. Fly ball to center, left center. Who wants it? It's going to be center fielder Morgan Jennings, who makes the catch, but didn't look like there was much communication out there as her and left fielder Cameron Langley collided. Langley looks to be all right, though. That ball started out in center, but the wind blowing from right to left pushed it into left center field, so it's where somebody's got to take charge to avoid a collision like that. But nonetheless, it's 1 out. Annalyn Ormsby come to the plate for Lee. It's going to be a ball on the outside part of the plate. Ormsby also struck out in her first at bat. Baker has 7 strikeouts so far in this outing. Ormsby's the center fielder for Lee today. Takes that for a ball, 2-0. Ormsby, the one of 2 lefties in this Lee lineup. And 3 straight balls from Laney Baker. She wants to talk with her catcher, Courtney Marlar. Take a breather here. Try to find the zone again. Union baseball getting underway behind us on this nice Friday afternoon. Comes the 3-0 pitch from Baker. It's going to be a called strike, so 3-1 the count now. See if Baker can battle back to win this at bat against Ormsby. Another called strike, 3-2. So 3-2-1 on the board. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And fouled straight back. So after a quick 3-0 count, Baker has thrown 3 straight strikes. Let's see if she can put Ormsby away for the second out of this inning. And that's going to be ball 4, so Baker's first walk of the afternoon besides the hit by pitch. So 1 out, a runner on first for Lee, and Allison Jarvie, the third baseman, coming to the plate. Jarvie's 0 for 1 in her first at bat. And ball outside. And a foul ball back behind the press box. Evens the count at 1. Lee's still looking for their first hit as Baker has no hit them so far in this game. Be nice if she could hold on to that. 2-1 the count. Baker was 3 outs away from a no-hitter against Henderson State University a couple of weeks ago. Two and 2 the count now after that swing and a miss. And a called strike 3 on that off-speed pitch. 8th strikeout of the game for Laney Baker. 2 outs now in the top of the 5th. Baker is dealing.
Batting now number 16, Bella Galloway.
What a game so far for the sophomore. And that'll bring up Bella Galloway to the plate, who checked in the 2nd inning.
Now batting number 7, Will Allen Smith.
0 for 1 her first at bat. 1-0 the count. Fouls that one off, so 1-1 now. Coach Sydney Stern tosses that in to Courtney Marler. Wind seems to have died down, at least for the moment. Seems to die down and then it'll pick back up again. Ball 2 to Galloway. She'll be Cole on deck for Lee.
Now batting number 19, Marson Javies.
It's going to be ball 3. 3-1 the count. Long foul ball. It's going to almost hit some folks out in the grass out beyond the fence. Scrambling out of the way to that one. Nobody got hit, luckily. So full count now to Bella Galloway. Swing and a miss, and that'll do it for Lee. Baker's 9th strikeout of the game. Ends the Lee half of the 5th, and we'll head to the bottom half of the 5th, where Union will look to increase their lead, as it now stands 2-0 in favor of the Lady Bulldogs.
Are you looking for a Christian college or are starting the college search process? I want to take a second to tell you about my school, Union University in Jackson, Tennessee. Union is a private 4-year university known for its rigorous academics, Christ-centered community, and the success of its graduates. My favorite part about Union is the faculty. The professors here are so intentional about helping students grow not only academically, but also spiritually. You should check out Union for yourself. Come for a visit. I know you'll love it. At Union University, you'll be transformed.
To Fesmeyer Field. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Top of the Union lineup coming to the plate for Union. It'll be Jennings, Macy Neal, and Courtney Marler. Jennings is 1 for 1 with a walk so far today. She scored the first Union run. Union has 2 runs so far this game. It's 2-0. Not much offense since the bottom of the 1st inning. Jennings takes that off-speed pitch for a strike, so 0-1 the count. Olivia Tyson still in the circle for Lee. Ball outside, evens the count at 1. Since that first inning, Tyson has been very effective, shutting the Lady Bulldogs down. Hasn't allowed a hit or a run since that first inning. Shows bunt. Wasn't able to get that, so it'll be strike 2 on Jennings. Catcher Bella Galloway shading her eyes from the sun as she gets the sign from head coach Emily Russell. And a line drive caught by the left fielder. Shelby Cole, what a play out in left field. That ball was scorched. She got a good jump on it, took a great angle and was able to haul that one in. For a second I thought she was going to be burnt, but tucked the glove and ran. Got it on as she stretched out her arm. What a play by the left fielder. Definitely saved some extra bases there by hauling that one in. So 1 out. And Macy Neal, the shortstop, coming to the plate, who is 1 for 1 with a walk as well. She drove in Jennings in the first inning. And a fly ball to left field. It's a little bit of an easier play there for Shelby Cole. Hit pretty much right at her. So 2 outs quickly for Lee, both coming from Shelby Cole. Getting some work in out there in left field. Shadows are stretching across the outfield now, reaching left field. Lights haven't come on yet, but it'll probably be soon as the sun is starting to set here in Jackson, Tennessee. And catcher Courtney Marler at the plate, who is 0 for 2 so far in this game. See if she can get a hit of her own here with 2 outs. Takes that for a called strike, 1-1. Ball inside, so 2-1 now to Marler. Ground ball foul, hits the third base dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. And another ground ball. Courtney Marler working here. Lady Bulldogs lineup has definitely been making Tyson work in this game, although they haven't had much success since the first inning against Tyson. But quality at bats are quality at bats. We'll take it. Hopefully some of those pay off. And another foul ball back behind the press box. And Zoe Neal on deck. Should Marler reach with 2 outs. And a ball on the outside part of the plate. Good take by Marler, 3-2. And a foul ball. Looks like it hit off of maybe her leg or in the box off the bat. So we'll do it again, 3-2. In this matchup between Courtney Marler and Olivia Tyson. Ground ball foul. Brian Walling gets out of the way down there at third base. So another 3-2 pitch coming. Courtney Marler having a quality at bat here. Her third at bat of the game. And a line drive foul in the Union bullpen. Another foul ball down the left side. It's the dugout, I believe. See if Marler can find a hole here with another 3-2 pitch coming from Tyson.
You need to put the scoreboard back up there.
And a ball on the outside part of the plate, so a walk for Marler after that quality at bat against Tyson. That'll bring Zoe Neal to the plate, who got hit in her first at bat, then struck out in her second.
Batting now number 12.
Good opportunity for a hit here. 2 outs. The Lady Bulldogs want to extend their lead.
Now batting number 7, Josiah Billis.
And a foul ball down the left side. So 0-1 now to Zoe Neal. Long fly ball, foul. Hits the slope of the hill out there beyond the fence. Well, the folks sitting out there are getting a lot of action today with the wind blowing. So 0-2 to the Union first baseman. Courtney Marler down at first after a walk. And a ball outside. Good take there by Zoe Neal. 1-2. And a called strike on the inside part of the plate, so that'll do it for Union here in the home half of the 5th. Headed to the top of the 6th now. Lady Bulldogs ahead 2-0. Lee will see if they can break through as Lainey Baker is dealing.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Legends never die, but your AC unit might. Routine maintenance and repair by McCoy's Heating and Air now will keep your system running at full capacity and potentially avoid costlier repairs and downtime when you need your AC the most. Our York certified and trained technicians are the best in the game. Go home to comfort with spring maintenance from McCoy's Heating and Air.
Welcome back to Fessmeyer Field. We're in the top of the 6th here. In game 1 between Union and Lee. Lainey Baker back in the circle for Union. She has struck out 9 Lady Flames so far and walked only 1. Shelby Cole at the plate for Lee. She made 2 catches out in left field in the bottom of the 5th. One was a great running grab on a ball that was headed towards the corner. 2-0 now to Cole. Baker didn't find the zone quite as much in the top of the 5th, kind of continuing that trend here. 2-0 to Cole. Hopefully she can find it consistently again. There she goes, 2-1. Having a great outing so far. And another ball outside. Looked like Cole might have bunted it if it had been close, but pulls back. So 3-1 the count. And a bunt attempt popped up. Glove by the catcher, Courtney Marlar. Popped up, found it. Was able to retire Cole for the first out. Marlar had a great at bat in the bottom of the fifth as she was able to work a walk.
Batting now number 17, Lexi Scalzo.
Does it all. And that'll bring the leadoff Alexis Scalzo to the plate. She's 0 for 2 with a strikeout so far today. Takes that one for a called strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-1. Drops a bunt down, barehanded by Baker, fires across, and not in time. So that'll be the first hit of the game for Lee on that infield bunt, base hit. So great attempt there by Baker, but unable to throw out the speedy Scalzo. So first hit of the game for Lee. And another base runner for Lee. I believe it's their third of the game. So that'll be a ball on the two-hole hitter, Haley Simcoe, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. It was a very close play down there at first base. That's a called strike, 1-1. Still anybody's game here in softball. You never know what'll happen. Hopefully Baker and the Lady Bulldogs can hang on here, score a few more, solidify their win.
So basically, that was the first hit of the ball.
Hopefully. That bunt single was also the first hit since the bottom of the first when Union scored 2 runs on 3 hits. So, been a pitcher's battle pretty much so in this game. 2-2 the count to Haley Simcoe. Comes the pitch from Lainey Baker. And that's going to be a base hit in the right center gap. Scalzo is coming around third, and she will score standing up. So an RBI double from Simcoe. And just like that, Lee has their first 2 hits and their first run of the game. So it's a 2-1 ball game. As it stands now in the top of the 6th, head coach Sydney Sterner coming out to the mound to have a visit with her starter. And 1 out so far. Nothing hurt here, as Union still has a 1-run lead. But definitely want to do your best to get out of this one without allowing another run. So here we go as Courtney Marlar comes back to the behind the plate, and that'll bring Javaria Smith, the 3-hole hitter and right fielder for Lee, to the plate. She's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. So 2 times through the order, Baker had the Lady Flames' number, but this 3rd time through, first 2 hitters got a base hit, so it's 2-1 is the score if you're just now joining us. Lady Bulldogs scored 2 in the bottom of the 1st, and there hasn't been any scoring since until here in the top of the 6th. Fouled back by Smith, so it's going to be 0-2 quickly to her. And looks like she's definitely at least trying to tie it, if not put the Flames ahead with that swing. Fouls that one off back towards the field house. So still 0-2. Ball outside, 1-2 the count. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center, and that's gone. So Lee, after being down 2-0 coming in this inning, has now scored 3 runs to put them up 3-2 here. The top of the 6th, 1 out. I'm going to turn around by the Lady Flames. So, like I said, this third time through the order, all 3 have gotten hits. A bunt, then a double, and then a home run. So 3-2 is the score with a cleanup hitter, Riley Goodrich, coming to the plate.
Riley Goodrich.
She looks to keep this inning going for the Flames. Lainey Baker going to do her best to shut them down here. Let her defense work behind her. It's going to be a ball high, so 1-0. Called strike on the outside part of the plate, evens the count at 1. If you're the Lady Bulldogs, you definitely don't want to let that get you down, though, because you can do just the same thing coming into your half of the inning. So get out of this without allowing any more. String some hits together, and you're right back in this ball game. So 1-2 the count to Goodrich, who struck out once already today. And another called strike, so that'll retire Goodrich. That's Lainey Baker's 10th strikeout of the afternoon. And 2 outs now, the top of the 6th. And second baseman Lainey Harris coming to the plate.
Batting now number 18, Lainey Harris.
This is Lainey Baker's 100th pitch in this game. And it is a strike on the outside part of the plate. Two outs now. Ball high. Evens the count at 1. The dugout is loud after their comeback to be ahead now, 3-2.
Now batting number 3, Elijah Ramsey.
1-2 the count to Harris. Fouled off into the net behind home plate. Courtney Marler getting that one. Wind continues to blow here at Fastmeyer Field in Jackson, Tennessee. In this key series between Union and Lee. Ground ball fielded by Zoe Neal, takes it to the bag herself, and that'll do it for Lee in the top of the 6th, but not before they score 3 runs on 3 hits to take the lead. It's 3-2, headed to the bottom of the 6th, where Union will look to get right back in this game. We'll be back with you shortly.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 750,000 views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,500 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, Sacred Heart, and Peabody. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Welcome back to Fessmeyer Field. If you're just now joining us, Lee scored 3 in the top of the 6th to take the lead. We're now in the bottom of the 6th, and fifth-year senior Mackenzie David coming to the plate. David is 0 for 2 in this game so far. Be a perfect time now for her first hit of this game. Olivia Tyson still in the circle for Lee. After giving up 2 runs at the bottom of the first, she has been dominant, not allowing a hit or a run since. 3-2 the score as it stands now. 0-1 the count now to David. It's going to be a pop-up, shallow left center, gloved by the shortstop, Alexis Scalzo, who got Lee's first hit of the game when she had a bunt in to get on last inning. Ended up coming around to score. That'll bring the designated player Brooke Puckett to the plate. She is 1 for 2, has one of Union's RBIs in this game. It's going to be a long fly ball. That ball is gone. Line drive shot to right center by Brooke Puckett to tie the game at 3. Second clutch hit of the game for Puckett, who got her first RBI with 2 outs in the bottom of the first, and now here in the bottom of the 6th, solo shot, no doubter. Outfielders didn't even move. What an at bat by Brooke Puckett on that first pitch. Saw what she liked and drove it. Nice job by the junior from Medina, Tennessee. And just like that, Union has tied this ball game at 3 apiece. And freshman Cameron Langley coming to the plate, 0 for 2 so far in this one, but perfect time for a hit. Not too late to get on the board here. Takes that one for a ball high. 1-0. The Brooke Puckett's second home run of the season. She hit her first a few weeks ago against Ouachita Baptist when the Lady Bulldogs were on the road. Cameron Langley fouls that one off, evens the count at 1. Called strike on the outside part of the plate, 1-2. Peter Langley definitely wanting to foul off the pitcher's pitches here. Oh. And a called strike. So Langley down on strikes for the second out. That was Tyson's 100th pitch of this game, her 5th strikeout. Tyson and Baker each throwing masterful games today so far. And the offense has finally started to pick up again after a lull from the first inning. Briley Carneal at the plate for Union now. Takes that for a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Carneal is 0 for 2, but she has had some quality at-bats today. Fouling off, working, making Tyson throw a lot of pitches. And that's going to be a ball on the outside part of the plate, 1-1. Shows bunt, drops it down on that off-speed pitch, and she will be out on the play by Allison Jarvie. So that'll do it for Union in the home half of the sixth, but not before Brooke Puckett ties this game at 3 apiece with her long solo bomb here in this inning. So we'll head to the top of the seventh. 3-3 is the score. We'll be back with you shortly.
Whatever they went through together.
Welcome, guys.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
When you hear our name, know that it comes with a promise to give back to the community that built us, a promise to provide a human touch in a world that is becoming more automated. Ever since we put our roots down in Jackson in 1996, we have aspired to be community-focused by supporting programs and organizations that are important to our city. At First Bank, it is our mission to be present in our community and to continue the belief that when you bank local, you get more. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Festmeyer Field. We're in the top of the seventh. This game is tied 3-3 after a long solo shot by Brooke Puckett in the bottom of the sixth to tie the game up. Laney Baker in the circle still for Union. Annalyn Ormsby at the plate. Just fouled that one down the left field line. Ormsby's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. She also has walked in this game. Baker has 10 strikeouts so far, 1 walk. He's given up 3 runs on 3 hits. It's going to be a fly ball caught by Morgan Jennings in left center. So that's the first out of this inning. Good start here for Baker and the Lady Bulldogs in the top of the seventh.
Batting now number 8, Allison Jarvie.
Allison Jarvie coming to the plate. She made a nice play on Briley Carneal's bunt in the bottom of the sixth to end that inning. Called strike there. 0-1 the count to Jarvie. Ball outside, 1-1 the count. Foul ball, out of play, 1-2. Foul back behind the press box, still 1-2. Comes the 1-2 pitch. Off speed, fouled off by Jarvie. Kira Finkley walking in with that foul ball from just a second ago. Took the MCAT today. So these athletes are doing work not only on the field but off the field as well. It's a fly ball to center. Gloved by Morgan Jennings for the second out of the inning. These ladies have big plans on the diamond, also off. Good luck to Kira Finkley. Hope she passed that test today. Bella Galloway at the plate now. Takes that for a ball outside. 1-0. Galloway took over for Ashley Fields back in the second inning. She is 0 for 2 so far with a strikeout in this game. Hits that one high. Jennings getting under it and catches that one for the third out of the inning. So game is still tied 3-3, headed to the bottom of the seventh. See if the Lady Bulldogs can walk it off here in game one.
Your life. Your home.
Your business.
Your future.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank strives to serve its clients in every season of life. With vast experience in personal and business banking, we take pride in guiding you through significant events. At West Tennessee Bank, we help you realize your dreams.
West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Whatever they went through together.
Welcome, guys.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
Welcome back to Fesmeyer Field. We're in the bottom of the seventh here in this game one between Union and Lee. Game is tied 3-3. Lady Bulldogs with a chance to walk it off here. Sarah Kate Thompson, the 9-hole hitter, leading things off for Union with the top of the order coming up. Thompson's 0 for 2 with a strikeout so far. See if she can get a hit here. Shows bunt, pulls back. That's a ball outside, so 1-0. Olivia Tyson still in the circle for Lee. Fires that one in for a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Evens the count at 1. Shows bunt and pulls back, fouls it off, hits the field house. So down in the count 1-2 now is Thompson. She'll need to battle here against Tyson, who was dealing from the first inning on. After giving up 2 runs in the first, she was solid until giving up a solo shot to Brooke Puckett in the bottom of the 6th. Thompson swings and misses at that pitch, so 1 out now. Morgan Jennings come to the plate. That was Tyson's 6th strikeout of the game so far. Jennings is 1 for 2 with a walk in this game. She got a base hit back in the first and ended up scoring on a Macy Neal base hit.
Number 1, Morgan Jennings.
Swing and a miss on that pitch on the outside part of the plate. 0-1. And a called strike, so quickly 0-2 to the Union center fielder. Off-speed pitch, way out of the zone, 1-2. Macy Neal waits on deck. It's going to be a fly ball to left. Shelby Cole gets under that one and hauls that one in for the second out of the inning. And Macy Neal will come to the plate now. She's 1 for 2 with an RBI and a walk. So 2 outs now in the bottom of the 7th. But one swing of the bat could end this game. See what happens here as Macy Neal steps into the box against Olivia Tyson. Off-speed pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. It's going to be a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Evens the count at 1. Big spot here for the senior. And a fly ball caught by the left fielder Shelby Cole. So she hauls in the last 2 outs for Lee, and we'll head to extras here at Festmeyer Field. Game is tied 3-3, headed to the top of the 8th. We'll be back with you shortly.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
To Festmeyer Field. We're in the top of the 8th here in Game 1 of this 3-game series between the Lady Bulldogs of Union University and the Lady Flames of Lee University. Shelby Cole is coming to the plate for Lee. She caught 2 fly balls in the bottom of the 7th to put the Lady Bulldogs away.
Batting now number 1, Shelby Cole.
Lainey Baker back in the circle for Union. She has 10 strikeouts so far in this game, has pitched all 7 innings. And she'll get to work here in the top of the 8th. The ball inside, taken by Shelby Cole. 1-0. Heart of the Union order coming up in the bottom of half of this inning. It's going to be a called strike on the inside part of the plate, 1-1. Shelby Cole thought about it, and first base umpire David Whitman says she did not go, so 2-1 the count. Behind us, Union Baseball is down 2-0 to Lee. See if they can make a comeback in the first game of their 3-game set. Foul ball out of play by Shelby Cole, evens the count at 2, so 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs here in the top of the 8th inning. This key matchup between these two teams, as each team is looking to solidify a spot to go to the GSC tournament in the first week of May. And called strike 3. That is Baker's 11th strikeout of the game. 1 out now with top of the order in Alexis Scalzo coming to the plate. She got the first hit for Lee back in the 6th when she had a bunt single. Ended up coming around to score. He's 1 for 3 with a strikeout in this game. Takes that for a called strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-1. And a second called strike, 0-2. Lenny Baker pitching her heart out there. Defense ready to work behind her. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball, pop fly, I should say, in the infield. Who wants it? Oh, caught by Macy Neal. So everybody on the infield converged into the circle, and it went off Briley Carneal, Zoe Neal, and caught barehanded by Macy Neal for the second out. Nice play by the infielders there. Probably should have some more communication, but they did get the job done. So we'll take it. 2 outs. And Haley Simcoe coming to the plate. Simcoe doubled in the 6th inning to drive in Scalzo. So she is 1 for 3 with an RBI and a strikeout in this game. And that is a hard shot fair past the diving Sarah Kate Thompson. That gets all the way to the corner. Fielded off the wall by Cameron Langley. She gets it in quickly, and that'll be a stand-up double for Haley Simcoe with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. That'll bring Javaria Smith to the plate. She hit the go-ahead home run back in the 6th, but Union was able to tie with a home run of their own in the bottom of the 6th.
Batting now, number 23, Javaria Smith.
So, big spot here. Lenny Baker will look to retire her. Ball outside, 1-0. About to hit the 2-hour mark in this game. We're in extra innings. Called strike on the outside part of the plate. 1-1 now to Smith. Both teams battling very hard in this game. Off-speed pitch. Called strike. 1-2. Still not over that play in the middle of the infield just a second ago. That was, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. Ball outside, 2-2 now to Smith. Sun setting here in Jackson, Tennessee. Shadows coming across the field. That's a ground ball. Gloved by the diving Macy Neal. Doesn't have a play. Oh. She tries to throw home, but don't think she had balance and didn't quite make it to the plate on that throw. So Simcoe will score. It's now 4-3 Lee. That was a great diving stop by Macy Neal. Just couldn't quite get it out of her hand quick enough to get Simcoe at the plate.
Batting now, number 10, Riley Goodrich.
So that'll bring Riley Goodrich to the plate with 2 outs and Smith at first. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Now batting number 21, Mitch Sis.
Ball outside. 1-1 the count to Goodrich. And it's a foul ball caught by the first baseman, Zoe Neal. Good play. She was able to get that before it fell in foul territory. So that'll do it for Lee in the top of the 8th, but not before they score 1 run with 2 outs. So it is 4-3, and we're headed to the bottom of the 8th, where the Lady Bulldogs will look to at least tie, hopefully walk it off here in game 1.
Are you looking for a Christian college or are starting the college search process? I want to take a second to tell you about my school, Union University in Jackson, Tennessee. Union is a private 4-year university known for its rigorous academics, Christ-centered community, and the success of its graduates. My favorite part about Union is the faculty. The professors here are so intentional about helping students grow not only academically, but also spiritually. You should check out Union for yourself. Come for a visit. I know you'll love it. At Union University, you'll be transformed.
Welcome back to Festmeyer Field. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Lee is ahead 4-3 in this game 1 between Union and Lee. It's been a good one so far. If you're just now joining us, Union scored 2 in the bottom of the 1st. Lee scored 3 in the top of the 6th. Union tied it in the bottom of the 6th, and now we're in the bottom of the 8th after Lee took the lead once again in the top of this inning. So it's 4-3. Catcher Courtney Marler at the plate. And she hits it, caught by the shortstop. Alexis Scalzo kind of thought for a second it was going to get over her, but she made a nice play going back on that ball. So quickly one out. That brings the first baseman Zoe Neal to the plate. She made a nice play in foul territory to end the top of the 8th inning. She's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. See if she can connect with one here. Definitely has the power to tie it up once again with one swing. Here we go against Zoe Neal. Takes that for a ball inside. Olivia Tyson still in the circle for Lee. She's been very effective, holding the Union offense to 3 runs on 4 hits. Fouled back by Zoe Neal, evens the count at 1. Comes a 1-1 pitch from Tyson. A ball inside, 2-1 the count. Gonna check her swing, and she does. So 3-1 the count now to Zoe Neal. Need base runners here, so walk will be as good as a hit. I guess unless that hit was a home run, but take what we can get here in the bottom of the 8th. Zoe has the potential to do either or. Fouls that one off. I don't think she meant to. 3-2, full count now. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 8th. Comes the pitch. And it's going to be a ground ball, gloved by the third baseman. Fires across to get Zoe Neal out, so that's the 2nd out of the inning, and we're down to our final out with Mackenzie David coming to the plate. David is 0 for 3 so far in this game. Big opportunity for her here.
Batting now number 25, Mackenzie David.
She has 5 home runs of her own so far this season. 3rd most on the team. Big chance here for the 5th-year senior from Scott, Louisiana. Takes that for a ball. Gets past the catcher Galloway. 1-0. And that is going to be another ball. So 2-0 the count to number 25, Mackenzie David. Right fielder today for Union. Takes a deep breath. Big spot for 5th-year senior. It's going to be a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Not necessarily something she would want with no strikes there. So good take. See if she can get something in her wheelhouse with a 2-1 count now, and Tyson getting ready with the pitch. Here it comes. Fouled back by David. Looks like she got handcuffed a little bit on that one maybe. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. After leading this game until the 6th inning, Union's now down 4-3. But one swing of the bat could change that. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Tyson. And a fly ball on the infield. Gloved by the second baseman, and that'll do it here in game 1. As Lee is able to complete the comeback and defeat the Lady Bulldogs of Union 4-3. The winning pitcher will be Olivia Tyson, and the losing pitcher will be Union's Laney Baker. For Union at the plate, we had 4 hits, 1 apiece from Morgan Jennings and Macy Neal, and 2 from Brooke Puckett, who had an RBI single in the bottom of the 1st, and then a game-tying solo shot in the bottom of the 6th. But it wasn't enough to hold on for the victory against Lee. In the circle, Laney Baker allowed only 4 runs, had 11 strikeouts, but just couldn't hold the Lady Flames at bay to secure the victory after leading 2-0 until the 6th inning. So that'll do it for game 1 here in this series between Lee and Union. We're going to come back tomorrow for games 2 and 3 of the series, where Lee will look to win, potentially sweep. Lady Bulldogs will look to come in and win both of these games. So first pitch is scheduled for 1 o'clock, with Alumni Day also taking place tomorrow between the 2 games. And we'll have a food truck kicking it with Kimi, so be sure to come out if you're able in what should be another great day of softball. We'll talk to you tomorrow. My name is Grace Watt. This is it for Union softball this afternoon.